Patrick, what's the difference in mindset just from all these games where you find a way to now this time you didn't, and the sense of, I don't know if it's urgency that you alluded to the other day, but what is it that changes in your mind after that?
I think just having like you said, a sense of urgency from the beginning of the games. I feel like offensively we can be better the way we start and the way we play throughout the entire game, because you can tell whenever, a lot of times in the fourth quarter when we need a score, we go right down the field and score. And so if we can play the entire football game like that, it won't put us in these situations where in one-score games at the very end.
Do you think it's easier to get everybody's attention when there's a consequence with the loss?
We have a lot of veterans, so that they know what we need to do, but obviously a loss kind of heightens everybody's attention to detail. I think that'd be the biggest thing. But at the same time, we know it's a long season. You lose a football game here and there, but you try to learn from that and try to be better the next week.
I'm sure you saw a lot of good, but what did you see that you guys need to improve upon going forward?
Yeah, there's just, I think, a couple plays here and there kind of changed the momentum of the game. If you look at the throw to Xavier down the sideline, or even throw in the third quarter on the second down where I hit Trav, I could probably hit Noah if I just wait on the progression. Just little plays like that are what make the difference in a big game, and so just stuff that you have to go back, look at, learn from, and try to get better at.
Noah Gray has one of the highest catch percentages in the league, and when you throw it to him, it's almost always a completion. What is it about him that allows for that?
Yeah, he does everything the right way, and he's learned a ton from Trav, and so he knows how to kind of work within the rules of the offense and get himself open. And he's just a guy that's going to be in the right spot. So as a quarterback, if you're going to give him the football, he's going to make the play happen. And so he's not going to talk a lot. He's going to come to work, do his job. But at the same time, those are the guys you want on your team because you know that he's going to do whatever it takes to win.
Pop doesn't seem to be the type of player who eases back into things. What are your expectations for Pacheco when he comes back?
Yeah, I think you said it. I think it's going to be us trying to hold him back because he's a guy that wants to be out there as much as possible and he wants to play. But same time, he wants to win and he knows the long-term goal that we have. And our goal is to get him back as quickly as possible, but at the best time for him and his body, so that we can have him for the long haul. And so whenever that is, I know he'll be ready and he'll be that Energizer bunny that everybody loves to see.
What are your early thoughts here on Carolina and the challenge that they present?
Yeah, first off, great defensive coordinator. I played against him when he was in Denver. Very smart, very intelligent, and he kind of gets his guys in the right position. And they have a lot of talented players. I think you've seen that these last few weeks is that they play hard, and they're playing better football as the season goes on. And so it'll be a great challenge for us going there to play them. They're coming off 2 wins and a bye, so they're going to be hungry. And so it'll be a great opportunity for us to go out there and try to find a way to get a win.
You guys have your script to start a game. And then you said, like, the first drive, you had the interception. When you get back, now you're down 6-0. You go right back to the script. You have to make adjustments. And does it kind of just mess up the plan you guys had?
Not necessarily. Interceptions are always kind of bump in the road because you don't want to have those. But at the same time, I think Coach Reid does a good job of going back to the way we want to go about a game. Obviously with them scoring from the interception, you have to try to find ways to get back in the end zone and keep the game close, keep it tied, or whatever that is. And so I don't think it does much. I know for me, it's just you keep firing. You don't want to throw interceptions, but at the end of the day, once they happen, there's nothing you can do about it. You just learn from it and try to be better the next time.
Coach mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I think it was the Monday night game, he was only 3 rushes for Kareem in the first half and kind of got back to it in the third quarter and maybe didn't run as much as you guys maybe would have liked this time around. Mm-hmm. When you're in the middle of the game, are you thinking about how many times we've run it and passed it and all that kind of stuff when you guys are on the headsets and talking on the pads over there on the sideline, or just how does that kind of work during the game?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously we didn't run a ton of plays this last game. So with the interception kind of stalling out that drive quickly and then kind of how the flow of the game was, we probably threw the ball more than we might have wanted to from the beginning of the game. I thought Coach did a good job of getting the run game back going as the game went on, which opened up other things as well. And I think more than anything, just having with the offensive line that we have and those 3 guys in the middle, running downhill is hard for defenses to account for. And so if we can run the ball downhill, it opens up everything else. And I think Kareem and all those guys do a great job of doing that. So you got to have to play the flow of the game. You talk about it on the sideline, but all of us have full belief on whatever coach calls, we're going to go out there and execute.
You've obviously developed a relationship with Beach, brings in a receiver, Thornton, to the practice squad. What do you like about his potential?
Yeah, obviously in season, haven't watched a ton of film on him, but just from the highlights that I have seen, I mean, a ton of big playability. Someone that is a big frame. I didn't realize how tall he was until he got in the building. I'm excited to see him on the practice field working, and I'm sure guys like Carson and them will give him chances downfield, and we'll get to see that speed. And so a lot of talent, a lot of ability, and I think it'll be good to get him worked in within the offense and see what he can do.
Fine.
Just with Xavier, Andy referred to this a little bit, and you have too. Just the commonalities, or what are the things that are just so close that you should be able to get through?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've seen as the season's gone on that he's playing faster. He has more confidence. It's about me being on the same page as him. And I mean, I can sit here and we can practice it all we want, but until we start doing it in the game, there's nothing much more that I can really say about it. But I'm excited for it. I believe it's going to start happening. And once it starts happening, the offense is going to really take off.
Well, last three: Nick, Nate, and Steve. Go ahead, Nick.
Patrick, for the guys that haven't been here, the rookies and some of the other young guys that haven't been on these runs, how do you kind of help them as a leader ramp up to this point of where the standard is come playoff time?
Yeah, no, it's just, this is kind of the point where you get to start taking off. You get to start kind of building. I mean, you want to do it all season long, but it's a long season. And as we kind of get to this back stretch, you want to be playing your best football going into the playoffs. And so as you get close to Thanksgiving and everything like that, you want to start showing progression and stuff that we've worked on throughout the year. And I feel like we're close to doing that, but we want to keep building and keep getting better so we're playing our best football at the end of the season.
Thank you.
Patrick, how much do you think that first half for Xavier can be momentum for the rest of the season, given beyond just the deep balls, but obviously inner working and getting mixed into the offense and obviously non-deep ball moments?
Yeah, I think more than anything is you saw the confidence in that he was playing with, which you could tell that he has more confidence within himself and what he can do within the offense. And whenever he's playing confident, not thinking, he's playing fast, and it's hard for people to account for how fast he is. And so I'm excited for him. I thought that was a good jump-off point. We got to keep him more involved in the offense throughout the second half. But at the same time, I think that's going to help the offense go.
Steve?
Patrick, you mentioned offensive line. There's no secret your line they both have struggled just a little bit. Do you find it being harder for you to be more patient when you know that they've had those struggles?
No, I think that's on me more than anything. I think even if you look at the first interception, if I really just, even though it wasn't open, if I just sit in the pocket and I run up in the pocket, I don't get kind of slung where I throw the ball over the top of Noah. I hit Noah in stride, and it's a big play. And so that's just something that I have to continue to work on, is being able to settle in those spots in the pocket where I can make those throws, not forcing myself to run or scramble too fast. And then whenever I do need to scramble, I got to be smart with the football and make plays. And I thought I had good points of that during the game, but obviously not enough. So I'll continue to work on that throughout the season, and so that we can, like I said, play our best football at the end of the year.
And do you agree with, is that the right thing, that each play has been just a little bit different?
Yeah, they're all different type of plays. Some of them he's the first read, some of them it's kind of an alert type read. But I think more than anything, when you look at the film, you see him getting open, you see him utilizing his speed, and then now it's about me making the throws where he can score touchdowns. And we score those touchdowns, like I said, it changes the entire ball game.